Hi guys and welcome to BombAnime.
It's your girl Rukat.
And Big Boy Sam here bringing you episode 8 of Chainsaw Man.
Firstly, I want to say I really loved the use of mirrors in the first part of this episode. And also, I would like to ask you, Big Boy Sama, seeing the night again from Himeno's perspective, does that make you feel like better or worse about her actions? Because you obviously had strong feelings about the way she was moving in the last episode. Now we have more information. Does it make her worse or better?
It actually makes it better for me. It makes it much better for me. They were both absolutely slaughtered. Like, yes, I made the argument that she could walk and she carried him the whole way, and so I thought she was more corpus mentis than she actually was, but she was absolutely slaughtered. So if both parties are slaughtered, then both parties are to blame here. And I know he's underage here, and I know that she just gave him some alcohol, but nothing happened, and they both admitted that it could have been a wrong situation, so I'm okay with it in that sense.
It's good that Denji, the minor of the situation, had enough sense for the both of them to not let it go any further. She really should not have been doing everything that she was doing. I get that she was drunk, but at the end of the day, you might just not do it when you're sober because, you know, you're sober and you think more about consequences.
Yeah, sober thoughts are drunk actions, isn't it?
Not all the time.
In this situation, I understand where the writers went with it, and I understand how it got to this, and I actually understand how it furthered the story. I'm just saying that it's a situation that shouldn't have happened, but they handled it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she would have definitely regretted it if she had gone all the way with him. So would Denji as well.
I don't know if Denji would have, but okay. I mean,
based on his flashback with Maki, it does seem that way. And also from his flashback, it does look like he actually had been drinking, because when we saw him in the flashback, only Maki and him seemed to be still like awake. Everybody else seems to be passed out or not there. And Maki gave him nausea medicine and he had a drink in his hand. We still don't know if he was drinking alcohol, but it's seeming more likely that he actually did start to drink alcohol.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Okay, are we getting into the meat and potatoes now? Because like this episode is not about that.
That is true.
This episode.
However, we did have Himeno and Denji making a pact that they were going to be friends. Denji was going to help her get Aki, and she was going to help him get with Makima. They also agreed that they would have breakfast together a lot more, and that was really Himeno's way of getting him to bring Aki along so that, you know, they could get closer together. And I really thought that that was a nice moment. It's the first time where we saw Denji not being like completely perverted or fighting. So, you know, you had the nice moment of the co-workers starting to get closer together. Now let's get into it.
Yeah, I see you stringing me along. Look, but you lot can't see this, but I was staring daggers the whole time Rika was talking, because I was like, I'm trying to get into the meat and potatoes, and this episode went left real quick.
Yeah.
All I saw was bang, 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 bang. Like, what the hell was going on? Please shed some light, because I'm confused. This is a prime example of the opening being so deceptive. The opening gave me hope. Like, all of these guys are gonna be here forever, and all I saw is bang, bang, bang.
In this episode, Himeno dies. And the way that they did it was actually heartbreaking. She gave everything so that Aki could actually live, but they were no match for who they were up against, and it was very apparent that Himeno basically gave her life for no reason, because if their opponent wants to wipe everybody out, their opponent is going to wipe everybody out. So at this moment in time, we have Denji, who has been shot and has yet to regenerate. Aki has given everything and he looks severely injured. Maki, Arai, Kabeni, and a few of the other people are presumed dead because we saw or heard them getting shot multiple times. So yes, what happened here? Like, is there someone somehow seeing the future? I would love it to be that, because otherwise it's really dark, because the only other thing that I can see is that someone inside the department is actually working against the agents, because the bad guys knew exactly where every agent was going to be, whether they were in the field or whether they were taking some personal time to eat meals. They knew where everybody was going to be. That just seems too coincidental. And on top of that, we had the assailant saying that he knew the gun devil wanted his heart. Denji's heart.
I'm super confused here. Okay, so Makima's on the train, chilling, saying how she doesn't want to go talk to these big wigs, blah, blah, blah. 2 seconds later, bang, bang, headshot. Ruka was like, whoa. Surely she's not that stupid to go out like this.
Yeah.
I'm personally thinking, you can't see it coming.
Right.
You cannot see it coming. Like, you might have the strongest shield in the world, but if you don't know to put the shield up, you're not blocking nothing. Do you get what I mean? Like, if you can't see it coming, you're getting headshotted. And the fact that they're using guns and they're chasing the gun devil. Look, I think what has happened is the gun devil didn't expect them to come out of the eternity trap, but the way that Denji sorted out the eternity trap, the gun devil was like, okay, these guys are actually a threat, so I need to deal with them. And this is how they're dealing with them.
Now, I agree with some of the things that you're saying. You've brought up the whole gun devil. The fact that they are talking about the gun devil as they approach these agents is telling me that the reason they're using guns is to build up the fear of guns again, so that the gun devil can actually become stronger. Obviously, if he was strong enough already, he would have just come at Denji himself, and he hasn't done that. So he has human followers. However, what I found extremely weird was that none of the agents sensed anything happening. Even people that are not trained can sense when someone is standing over them. You just feel the presence of someone behind you or looking at you. So I find it very weird that agents that are trained to take part in the most dangerous things in this society did not notice someone running up on them. None of them noticed at all in any of the situations, which I find highly odd and very unlikely.
Well, even I noticed the moment that everyone's heads dipped in the coach or the train, I was like, yeah. And then I heard that little sound, I was like, that's guns. Like, if I can hear it, you should hear it. You're right next to them. Do you get what I mean? Like, you should hear the sound of a gun getting sorted. I did not expect this scale of war to happen in this anime so soon. I am anime only, so I've never read the source material. So everything that happens here is new to me. And so I'm baffed.
One more thing that I found highly strange is that Khan said that the thing that had attacked Aki and Co. in the ramen shop was neither human nor devil. What on earth does he mean by that? Because he said this is something strange that you made me bite into, which makes me feel it was also not a fiend. Something completely different.
What else is there? What, a machine?
And on top of that, we have never seen someone who appears to be human that can control all of these different devils. It didn't seem as if it was a contract. It seemed as if she had superiority over the things. She just told them what to do and when to do it, and it got done. Is it even a human?
I definitely am sad that this episode ended, because I really want to know what the hell's going on. I can't get enough of this show right now. I definitely need to know what's going on. What even arc is this? Is this the Gun Devil arc or the Snaky Snake Boy / girl? I don't know what it is arc. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, what is it?
I really feel like this just couldn't have happened. I mean, it's not Game of Thrones. I'm not expecting a bunch of main characters to just die in one episode. And if that's the case, where do we go from here? Because I had a whole theory on Maki that I was thinking, yeah, I'm totally correct. And even in this episode, when she said to Denji, go and get some fresh air, and he immediately got up and he was just standing there like a zombie, I was like, yes, this is more proof that I'm correct. And then she's dead. Like, no, you can't be doing this to me.
Could dead agents become devils?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just don't know where we're going from here. I so don't want to believe that this is where it ends for some of these characters. But it just might be. Who knows? Like, maybe I was wrong and they're just going to kill off half of the cast and bring some fresh blood in there or something.
Which brings me back to the opening credits being so annoying because I'm looking at it thinking, these guys are gonna have a healthy, long friendship and everyone's gonna be okay. Nope, bang, 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 everybody dead. What the hell is going on?
What do you rate this episode?
So, out of 10, I'm gonna give this episode a 9. Look, it gave me everything. I got shock value, I got fights, I got devils, I got everything. 9.
I understand that you're not supposed to give these out lightly, and I am not. This is a solid 10 out of 10 episode. The way they built up the suspense throughout the anime, the watcher knew the whole time that everyone was being hunted down and they didn't. You just knew that it was just coming. The death of Himeno was just like out of this world. The way Aki turned around for 1 second, and when he turned back around, she was completely gone. The fact that her sacrifice was for nothing. Some overpowered new character. No, they did everything in this episode, and on top of that, I have been saying that this has been predictable. I did not predict this.
Yeah, they got you.
They lulled me into a false sense of predictability, and they just came through. Solid 10, absolutely best episode of the season.
Do you know what's worse? It's the alliance that Denji and Himeno made. That's what made it worse. Oh man, we were about to see a friendship blossom. Oh, we could be friends. Oh man.
Not even just that. Although Kabeni was a disliked character, her and Arai were supposed to be leaving, and they just get killed on a mission that shouldn't have been a big deal by an old lady.
You know what? I'm changing my answer. 9.5.
This is a solid 10. So Big Boy Samurai is giving it a 9.5. This episode for me smashed it out of the park, and it gets a solid 10. And on that note, thank you so much for joining us today.
And if you made it this far, we really do appreciate you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and catch us on BombAnime Insta.
Peace.